start.
Hi everyone, welcome to Sky Sports News. I am Rashmika, the show's usual interviewer, and if you did not know, I interview and get to know some of the world's most well-known athletes around the world. Today, I will be interviewing the famous track and field sprinter from India, Milkha Singh, and some people who have helped him throughout his career. Hi Milkha, hope you're doing good. It's very pleasant to have you here, and I'm eagerly looking forward to talking and interviewing you. Starting off with the people out there watching, could you give a short introduction about yourself and your background?
I was born on the 20th of November 1929 in Govindpura in Punjab in present day Pakistan. I was a track and field sprinter and I have competed and won medals in many tournaments such as the Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and the Olympic Games.
That's great to hear. I know that your hard work paid off. Can you tell us about your childhood, especially about after the partition of India? Because I believe that that part of your life really changed your life.
During the partition of India in 1947, a mob entered our village. A local leader tried negotiating with the mob but got shot. The mob shot and killed many in the village. I tried hiding from the mob while my father bravely fought the mob until he got struck by a sword, and when he fell, he pleaded with me to run. His last words to me were, Bhag Milkha Bhag. I escaped the village to a forest nearby. I had lost my whole family. Next morning, I boarded a train to Delhi and with the help of the passengers, hid in the women's compartment.
That's very interesting, and I'm also sorry about your sad childhood. Can you tell us about how you felt after your fourth place in the Summer Olympics?
Yes, sure. I won the Asian Games gold medal for 200 meters and 400 meters and became the first Indian to win a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in 1958. So, when I headed to the Rome Olympics in 1960, the entire world expected me to win the 400-meter race. There was a gap of 2 days between the semi-finals and the finals. For those 2 days, I was under a lot of pressure. I felt like the whole world was watching me and I had to win. The pressure was building up and I couldn't even sleep for 2 days. At the start of the race, I was comfortably in the lead for almost 200 meters and had completed the first 200 meters in just 21 seconds. I thought I might not be able to complete the race at the speed with which I was running, so I dropped my speed. Once you drop rhythm, it is very hard to get it back. This very thing happened to me. The fourth place was heartbreaking for me. I cannot forget this till my last breath. 15 years of hard work had gone to waste that day.
It's okay. I'm sure you must have done your best. Now let's move on to interviewing Milkha Singh's nutritionist Ria. Hi Ria, hope you're doing good. I'm happy to have you here. Let's start with the interview. Since Milkha was such a hardworking person that he normally skipped meals to practice, how did you manage to keep him healthy and presentable for his practice?
So, being a nutritionist, I kept a rule of thumb. I would ensure that Milka had a proper diet, he should be healthy, and most importantly, presentable. So, for all of the meals of the day, I would ensure that he consumes food which is not only healthy but will help him build a strong and nourished body. And of course, I would treat him with his favorite cravings, even though it may be unhealthy. So his diet went really well, and I gave him the best I could. I wanted to make sure that he was presentable even while running a race. And one of the most important key points to ensure that one is presentable is to become healthy. I would take Milka to the fields to practice every morning or evening so his body did not lack human strength. And over the period of time, Milka's body adapted to not getting sick and having a balanced diet. Thus, Milka rarely showed symptoms of getting sick. So this is very pleasant news as this proves that Milka's body is healthy and is fit to do physical or extravagant things. And the presentation is a key element as per my opinion. So I would ensure that Milka looks healthy and fit and not drowsy or gloomy. I wanted to make sure that he looks like he is willing to run a race and not just run for the sake of it.
That's great. We're happy to hear that you're doing your job so well and so concerned about Milka's health. Moving on, how did you use the opportunity of Milka being exempted from fatigue duty as a call to treat him better and make his diet beneficial and nutrient?
So I was really happy when I got to know Milka was exempted from fatigue duties. I know Milka is a hardworking person, although because of his fatigue duties, he did not have time to practice, which caused lack of nutrition as he spends most of the time he achieved for himself on practice and not on grooming. Practice is important, I agree, but so is grooming. When I realized Milka was exempted from fatigue duty, I knew it was my opportunity to treat him well. I wanted to give him a nutritious diet that enriched his body. So I gave him a variety of balanced diets that would help him move a step ahead from the other recruits or athletes who are participating in the sports world.
Wow, that's great to hear. Moving on, now we're going to be interviewing Milkha Singh's biographer, Manyata. Manyata, hi, nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Hope you're doing good. So let's start off with the interview. What was an event that inspired Milkha to go forward in his career both nationally and internationally?
He represented in. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can continue.
He represented India in the 2-meter and 4-meter race competition in 1956. He did not progress, but a meeting with the eventual 400-meter champion at those games inspired him to the greater things and provide him with information about training methods.
That's great to hear. In all of Milkha Singh's career, in his ups and downs, what was an event that had a major impact in Milkha's career? Manita, you can hear me?
I think Manita is having some technical glitches. Can we move on with the mentor, please?
Yes, ma'am, sure. Now we're moving on to the mentor, Havaldar Gurudev Singh. Hi, hope you're doing good. Let's move on with the interview. Could you explain a bit about Milkha's Eureka moment and how he decided what to become in life, and were you encouraging him throughout the journey?
Yes, sure. Of course, when Milka went to Hyderabad for the race, he saw prestigious men wearing vests with India written on it. He wanted to become like them, and then he decided that that was his Eureka moment. I encouraged him throughout since I knew that in his childhood, he had faced great want and deprivation, and thus I had the determination and willpower to help him.
I admire that you were so encouraging and supporting to him. What were some techniques you used to help Milkha in training?
What I did was with Milka and my other students was that I used to run across open country and not only made them run, I also ran with them and prodded them with a danda gently to help them to persuade them to run.
Wow, that's such an interesting technique. When Milkha came fourth in the race, what did you feel and were you motivated to continue teaching him?
I felt that he could have done better and his rule of thumb could have been better, but I also was very motivated to continue teaching him and make him achieve first in Olympics.
That was a great answer. With this, we come to an end to the interview session. It was great to interact with all of you, and I had so much fun asking you all questions. I would like to thank you for giving your precious time to this interview.
Thank you, children. It was very well conducted. I will overlook the technical glitches that were there. You can't help those. But overall, a very well conducted, very well planned interview. Great. Thank you. Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.